fine. We have some photographs up on the screen of our weekend away, the last one we went on. Who here came on our last weekend away? And it was a great time. We had a really great time. Just to let you know, a couple of years ago, at an elders meeting, we were just thanking God for the growth in the church. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Maggie. The growth in the church, and we were recognizing that as the church grows, it's harder to express one of our deep held values, which is that we are a family. And we believe that we're a family. I see us behaving like a family, but we wanted to create opportunities where we could actually get to know one another well. Sundays are great. I love coming together, worshiping God, but there's something on a Sunday that's lacking in terms of the ability to get to know each other well and go deeper. When you have someone around for dinner who is from the church, it might be that during 1 hour, 2 hours of fellowship around a table, you get to know them better in that one evening than in a whole year of Sundays. And you know that's the case, that's true. And what we wanted to do in putting together a weekend away a couple of years ago was we wanted to create an opportunity where we could basically, as a church, go on holiday together for the weekend, which is what we did. There were times of worship, really amazing times of ministry, really Holy Spirit-led times of ministry. There was also fun, there were games, there was time in between the things that had been planned for people just to be together. There were walks in nature, there were people sitting around having coffees. There were all sorts of opportunities for us to behave like family. So we want to do that again, and as you know, we've been telling you a little bit about the weekend away that's coming up in April. We want to create unhurried, not rushed time. We want plenty of time to get to know one another. We want to encounter God together. We want to experience amazing ministry. We're so grateful. There's a guy from King's Church in Bedford who's coming to minister to us, and we expect that God's going to really use him to bless us as a church family. But we want to be family together. We want lots of space for fun, conversations, walks in nature, all of that sort of stuff. But I have spoken to a few people in the church, and there are a few concerns, unspoken. A few things that have come up from last time that you have a few concerns about. So I wanted to address each of those concerns one by one. The first is, somebody said to me that the food was terrible last time. Now, it might be that I am easily pleased, but I enjoyed the food. The food was good. You could say it was basic. It wasn't Miller and Carter, but it was nice. Like, the food was good. I had no complaints. And somebody also said to me that, the beds are not comfortable. I slept like a baby. My mattress was nice. Like, there might have been other people whose mattresses weren't. But listen, don't take one person's experience as the experience of everybody. I had a great room. Maggie slept well. I slept well. Somebody also said, there was so much noise from the kids that I couldn't get to sleep. I didn't hear a single kid crying. In fact, the youth were in their own corridor in another part of the building. So if that's a concern of yours, please don't worry about that. Somebody said, I don't like sharing. Like, some of the rooms have to be shared. Listen, if you want to come and don't want to share with someone you don't know, find a friend to come with and share with them. And if it's a deal breaker, I don't want to share a room with another person because of any number of different things, speak to Tristan and speak to Paul and see if there's a way that perhaps you can have your own room. But there is an opportunity to get to know somebody really well when you share a room with them. And of course, the biggest concern for people is around finances. And it's not because you're struggling with finances necessarily. It's just that, there are family holidays. Your kids might be going to a Limitless Festival. There are all sorts of things that are expenditures throughout the year. And you might think to yourself, well, I've prioritized my spending, and this is just one of those things that I just can't invest the money in. So I want to say to you very clearly this morning, if finance is an issue, not because you're struggling with your finances generally, but just because you can't afford this in addition to other expenses that you've budgeted for throughout the year. If money is the obstacle to you coming, we want to take that obstacle away. And so I want to encourage you to speak to Paul and to negotiate with him the amount that you can pay. If it's a smaller amount, we will take the hit as a church in order for you to be there, because we want you to be there so much. Because we really believe that this is going to be an opportunity as a church for us to grow deeper in relationship. The Lord blesses relationship. He doesn't bless meetings. He doesn't bless meetings, life groups, Sundays. He doesn't bless meetings. He blesses people and relationships. And so we want to see deeper relationships formed as a church. So pray. If any of those things I've mentioned have been barriers and you've thought to yourself, it's not really my thing, like a weekend away, it's not really my jam, it's not the sort of thing that I like to do, make a decision that you're going to sacrifice something of your own comfort in order to be a blessing to the people who are there. Because if you come, they will be blessed. And if you come, I guarantee you will be blessed. So pray about it. Reconsider if you've made a vow in your heart that I'm definitely not going this year. We want you to be there. There are spaces for you to be there. We want you to come. There's already a lot of people in the church who have signed up, but there's a lot of room for more people, so we want you to pray about coming. As families, as single people, we want you to be there. We love you very much, and we want the church family to deepen in relationship. So that's all I have to say on that matter. And just one final thing. I mentioned about the weekend away before, and it might be that you're thinking, well, what do I do with the information that Damian's just given me? Just to let you know, Paul Bauer, who is sitting just here, Paul will be in the restaurant area with his laptop. And if you would like to book your place or talk to him about any of the issues that we discussed today,